we decided we need a little bit of comedic relief.
Yes.
And we all know our friend, let's find him over here. Remember this guy? Where is he? He's here. Remember this guy? This guy? This guy?
I didn't see anything particularly intelligent around here.
Anyway, he's made a comeback. So we wanted to take a look at this new episode because this Show Me China thing is Chinese propaganda that's aimed at the West to kind of show the West how amazing China is as far as like technology and leaping ahead as far as like culture and all that stuff is concerned. And they keep giving us these gems. And we saw a new one pop up. We downloaded it for the show and we're going to watch it together.
But I do want to set the stage because I do know something about it.
Okay, what do you know
They
about
just had the like yearly sci-fi conference in Chengdu. So that's what this is about. Technically, I'm assuming because they just had this. And what it is it's like it's all the sci-fi pioneers and people that are influential in the sci-fi world. They go and meet in a certain city every year and have an expo. And they did that in Chengdu for some reason. I guess Chengdu won the bid in some
3,000 years ahead of the West.
I know how they won the bid. It's like anything in China. They paid the most money to have the bid. They influence the Olympics. They influence everything, right?
Right.
So this and sci-fi is great, but this expo
I love sci-fi.
This means nothing.
Yes.
But they made it a big deal because, again, anything that happens in China is a big deal.
It's a big budget from the central government, so they have to like justify it, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay. Meet the future in Chengdu.
Uh-oh. It seems that humans are having problems again.
What problem?
Who said that?
The thing is, I gotta let everyone know again. This is supposed to be AI 5G high tech.
Oh, you mean this?
This isn't supposed to be normal stuff. This is supposed to be like, we got to show the world that China is ahead of everyone technologically.
Sure.
And so that's why this is like, it's amazing to see something like this. This is already the equivalent of like Eiffel 65's I'm Blue music video.
Yeah, that's maybe better. No, I mean, here's the thing, though. It's a panda again, and I get it. Like, China's national animal is the panda, and I know they love pandas very much, and they use panda diplomacy, but could they just change it up a little bit?
You mean you don't want this panda with this like spine?
No, it's a bamboo, dude. It's a bamboo.
I'm trying to say it looks bad.
Yeah, I'm just like, come on, guys. Choose a different mascot for once. You don't like every time America does a cartoon or something, they've got like Mickey Mouse, right? It's not always like Bald Eagle Man or something.
You've never read Bald Eagle Man issue 52?
No. Anyway, let's see what's going on. Okay, so this panda's like, what problems? Oh, this is in Chinese. Get us out of here so people can read it. It's like, oh, Mingxiang River's flooded or whatever, and...
却呼吁子税减纳。
先生莫忧，或许我们需要点想象力。
Voice they're using sounds like they're talking into a toilet.
Yeah, they're very bad at that. But this is Miranda.
Miranda's fine.
We should all remember Miranda because she's been co-host with Rick. You know this dude?
Wow, so good.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Miranda's the only thing that carries that horrid show. Because she does her job, she doesn't ever make mistakes in English.
Yeah.
Everyone else is worse.
Yes.
Like even the Americans and stuff.
But didn't she hold like the VR controllers the wrong way and stuff?
That is one error. But out of all errors,
Yeah.
she's the only one floating the show.
Anyway, let's continue. So perhaps we need a little more imagination is what she's saying here. Okay, what's going to happen next?
Oh, another person has come across a problem.
Whoa. Oh, look who's here. Look who's here.
Dan.
Remember, good old Dan is here. Let's see what he has to say.
Dan.
And wonder what kind of problem he's come across. Let's find out. Let me play that.
The program doesn't work. Use your imagination, or we'll find somebody else.
Where I can find the self-imagination.
Stork.
Where I can find the source of imagination. Where?
Stork, dude. For those of you who don't
Yeah.
remember, they've got a new, and we got to teach you what a white monkey is. A white monkey is a job that you get just for not being Chinese. So they put foreigners in these positions. Done a lot of videos about them, but they'll take foreigners from Russia or America or South Africa.
Yeah.
And they'll take them and they'll put them in a position and be like, well, this person's not Chinese, so therefore their opinion matters more. That's what the CCP thinks.
Yes. And
Den is the newest
he's the newest one.
white monkey, and
Yeah.
he is obviously from some Slavic country, and his English isn't all there, and he makes some very, very funny errors.
You know, it's very interesting. Remember last time, what was he? He was a hip-hop...
He was a breakdancer.
Now he's a designer.
Yes.
Look, Dennis Dennis is now a designer. See, they just change up the titles of these people.
The thing is, like, he had okay moves and stuff, but I would hardly say he's like a breakdancer because the kids they had behind him were 10 times, like Chinese kids were 10 times better
Here's
than
the thing. Somebody reached out to me and said they know him personally and that he calls himself DJ Tension.
Oh, okay.
So he's a DJ.
I gotcha.
And
seems like a fun guy.
Apparently he's Ukrainian. Could be.
Okay.
Ukrainian or Russian. I'm not 100% sure.
Shout out to Ukraine.
Yeah. Either way, it just shows you they can create these personas because this is Chinese state media, Global Link, you know, Xinhua, and they're putting this guy out there and they're saying he's a designer. But in the last one, they said that he was like a break dancer or something. They just reinvent whatever fits their narrative, okay?
And it doesn't make that person bad, by the way.
No, but
it definitely makes some very funny material to laugh at.
It's incredible because what they're trying to do is influence the outside world in English.
Yes.
But they use non-English speakers to do it, which is, for them, it's fine because it tricks the local population. You know, the domestic population of China don't speak English. So they're just like, oh, it's a white guy. He's kind of speaking English. Great.
Yeah.
You know, his opinion matters.
But
for the rest of the world, the rest of the world's like, what? Yeah. Anyway, let's see what he has to say.
Or we'll find somebody else.
Where I can find the source of imagination? Where?
I think those two really need some help. Let's take you to Chengdu in 2023. That is where dreams come true.
Okay.
Who are you?
Can you pause it?
Yeah.
Do you know what she's going to say? If she's from, like, the past, right?
Yeah.
Is she from Qin Dynasty or something? And she gets teleported. Imagine the feeling in your lungs that you would get if you landed in 2023 China.
She'd just die.
I think you just die.
Yeah, because the body hasn't
acclimated over years.
like DNA hasn't changed.
Yeah, over hundreds of years.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, let's see.
听不懂，
Please.
这是什么
This is translator.
Where I am and who are you?
I'm Dan. This is Chengdu. The year 2023.
I'm in the year 2023.
Yes.
Hello, guys. I'm Cormo. I noticed that you two have a common problem, which can be solved if you can find the secret source of imagination.
What is this? This is like a made-for-tape thing that you buy in the dollar store back in the 90s.
It's pretty bad. But okay, it does definitely bear mentioning the skies in the background there. You see some cranes and stuff, but it's so bad that they have to change the saturation and stuff to make things look greener, but it blows out the sky. Look at it. It's terrible.
Oh, they do try to hide the sky quality. Chengdu has massive pollution problems, by the way.
Yeah.
It's such a bad place to put a future city, but I guess what they're trying to... You know what's funny? I actually have a theory.
What's that?
You know the whole Blade Runner thing? Everyone's like, oh, it looks like Blade Runner, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But what they don't understand is that's not where people want to live. Blade Runner's cool because it's dystopian.
Yes.
And it's like a fantasy.
Yes.
But not a fantasy of utopia. Dystopia is the opposite of utopia.
It is.
And I think... A lot of times, remember back in a couple years ago, China was doing this propaganda campaign where they were trying to say, like, it's so future forward and cyberpunkish.
Yeah.
That's a bad thing.
Yeah,
That's the end of the world.
It is. It's dystopia.
But they promote that image.
Yeah. I mean, look, the thing is, we might rag on about the pollution in the skies and stuff, but the thing is, we have to because it's there. It's proof right in your eyes. You can see it in a German guy's eyes, okay? Seriously, no, look at it. It's terrible. Yeah. This is the same country that constantly puts out propaganda about being like green and renewable energy, and the rest of the world is buying this shit, not taking them to task.
You can't breathe there. Dude.
No, that's terrible, okay? We just have to point it out. And remember, this is propaganda that's going out, okay? They have already tweaked it and made it look as good as they can. So this is the best they can produce.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else is going to happen with this stupid panda thing.
Really?
How?
The answer is actually here in Chengdu.
But Chengdu is so big.
We will be there to help you. Huh?
Let's see what's going to happen. Are they using like AI?
They're doing 5G AI, dude.
Yes.
Look at this. We
Are
gotta
you ready?
talk over this music.
It comes from the pursuit of harmony between humans and nature. That is the lifestyle in Chengdu.
Okay.
What am I even?
They're making like instant noodles on a train.
They're gonna throw up watching this. This is like a
Imagination.
confetti. You know those like drug things? It's those like it's like drug simulator, like what it looks like if you're on acid. That's what that was basically.
I thought I was watching Pink Floyd The Wall.
Yeah, it's
you know
that
what I
kind
mean?
of thing.
Yeah. What's going on here with these guys?
真是香味扑鼻.
It smells
What
so
is this
good.
quality?
I don't know.
We could have wardrobed these guys better.
Oh yeah, for sure.
我们素未谋面的4个人今天齐聚在这里。
for strangers like us are together today in Chengdu.
You know what I think is very funny
What's that?
is that China gets hung up on certain things. And this is so funny to be able to dismantle their propaganda, but they'll hear that something like when foreigners come and visit Chengdu, right,
Yeah.
for example, or somewhere in China, they really think hot pot is interesting because everyone's sitting and eating out of the same thing, and they will latch on to that.
Yeah.
They made a hot pot bus, like a modern bus, to show how awesome hot pot is. And the average person actually doesn't really care that much.
No.
But they latch on to something.
But what you're missing out, though, is the fact that, wow. I'll just put this out there again. Okay.
Wow, the lifestyle in modern Chengdu is so creative.
It's really is it creative lifestyle? I don't know.
I don't know. I guess you could say that.
Yeah. How did they get these ideas?
How did they get these ideas?
I don't know. Let's go some Asian place to find out.
Okay.
Let's go.
It kind of sounded like you said, let's go some Asian place.
Well, that's true too.
And, yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah.
两个黄鹂鸣翠柳，一行白鹭上青天。窗含西岭千
Look at all
秋。
these like really good shots that they've been getting. I don't understand. They obviously have the skills to do good camera work.
For sure.
Why do they screw up so often with these
Especially
things?
audio.
Yeah, the audio's the worst.
雪，门泊东吴
look, it's
万里
5G.
船。
Yeah,
What
5G
a
pollution.
beautiful
You see what they're
poem.
doing with
So
this like dual
creative.
use shit? See, as part of my language, but what they do is the central government will have $1 billion budget, right? Let's just allocate $1 billion, and they'll say we need to be at the forefront of AI,
Yeah.
artificial intelligence.
You got to get this.
And that's part of it. That soundbite, that joke is part of it.
Yeah, you know what else is part of it?
Yes. And I'm not joking when I say you allocate $1 billion.
Yeah.
And you say go do AI, and the government's here. And everyone else is down here,
Yeah.
right? And they go, the local governments, like Chengdu, for example, will say, listen, we got to do some of this AI stuff. Give us $10 million for this project. We're going to show the world how advanced, AI is, right?
Sure.
In China, in Chengdu in particular. The government says, okay. They wait, they put it off, they kick the can down the road, right? And all of a sudden, push comes to shove, and they go, we got a week left.
Yeah.
We got to shoot this AI video about how modern Chengdu is tied together with Chinese past history. Because the government said, not only do we have to do AI, but we have to promote Chinese culture.
And this is something we've been showing you guys over the last couple of weeks, is the Chinese government is trying to push this thing where they try to pretend like old Chinese historical figures would approve of what
Yes.
the CCP has done.
It's like a weird thing.
Yeah, like
We're
they're
onto
bringing
something.
Confucius back from the
Yes.
dead and all that other nonsense.
They've done this multiple times.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what they've done is that now they have this. They have $10 million, just making up a number. And then they put out this thing that probably costs $2,000 to make, right?
Sure.
And at the end, you have a bunch of money that was lost along the way, lined pockets. And that's Chinese government corruption in a nutshell. It's not only down to things like trash pickup. It goes all the way up to things like propaganda campaigns. And you can see how bad it is.
Yeah,
It's pretty
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, let's take a look. So
六
creative.
福 was inspired by beautiful scene, and we are here too. So, can you also create a poem?
全贤民. That's the vibe. No idea. Maybe
That old joke.
Yeah, that old joke, yeah. Let's see. I want him to make a poem. I think it'd be amazing.
some place found expression from cute animals.
Okay, let's go.
Let's find inspiration from
They
cute
just
animals.
cannot get a clear sky, can they?
No.
Even in the pant. What is he wearing? What do they got on their ears?
Let's find out.
Are those panda ears?
Yeah, I guess. Dude, Dan, stop.
And come on, bro. You're
Have a
cool.
little self-respect. You know
Look
what
at
I'm
one of
saying?
Those ear things. Ear
He's got like
cozies.
Alice band with, and the ear things. Anyway.
He's got a headband
Wow,
with like
panda.
ear cozies.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's one of those translator
Oh, yeah, didn't he say it was,
things.
in the beginning. It was like a translator, yeah. Those things are a scam, by the way. You always see those like ice cream cone things, and there's always some advert on YouTube where someone goes up to like a pretty girl in Japan or something. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, can you tell me where to get a bus or something?
Yeah.
It's just rubbish. Use your phone. Google Translate's
It's
epic.
fine.
Yeah, Google Translate works fine. Those things are basically just tied to a Google Translate API through your phone anyway, so don't bother with them.
It's probably like CCP propaganda whispering in his ears.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like tells you she's thoughts every 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, there's nothing more boring than look at the sky. By the way, there's nothing more boring than the Panda Chengdu thing. It's like if you go to Chengdu,
It's okay.
you got to. I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with the panda thing.
No.
It's the association.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you can't have a thing about Chengdu without mentioning the panda breeding thing they've got.
Yeah, that's true. It's very
It's just
tired.
Yeah, it's just stereotypical. So of course they went there. Are pandas the secret source of imagination?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe they had to come up with something.
Yeah, true. Let's find out.
Imagination leads to decisive actions. By combining technology with the natural environment, a perfect habitat inside the urban area is created for giant pandas to reproduce and thrive.
Wow, this is amazing. How did Chengdu people come up with this brilliant idea?
Really milking this panda thing.
How did
Did you
Chengdu
get more accessories?
How did Chengdu people come up with these brilliant ideas? Well, maybe they just copied the rest of the world because every other freaking country has a place where you can breed animals.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's called nature conservation.
It is.
You've got national parks. You've got zoos. You know? It's not... Chengdu people didn't come up with this idea, bro. The whole world did.
Guys, stop calling him Z-Milk. He is not necessarily Russian. We don't know.
We don't know. It's possible, though.
Even if he is Russian, he might not support Z.
Sure. He certainly supports pandas, I'll tell you
He
that
does.
much. He loves
Are working hard together.
I guess that's not enough. There must be something else.
What?
Imagination is the spark of innovation, bridging the past and the present.
Wow, it's amazing.
Have you found the secret source of imagination?
Yes, secret is there.
I know something.
I was about to say I've had enough.
Yeah,
But
it's
that's the ear cozy like translator and this like Slavic guy rushing up on some like
Dude, that looks like a
This is the
statue
secret-
representation of someone with a broken leg with a plaster cast
Yes,
on it.
yes,
Doesn't it look like that?
yes. And
Like
but that's the secret
the
source.
first historical plaster cast, you know, like
what's
sorry, but
the
yeah.
secret is
This is the secret of
That's
imagination.
the secret of imagination.
Yeah. What did she say? I know them.
They are the 说唱俑, the pottery figurine of comedian. More than 2,200 years ago, craftsmen used their exquisite skills to capture the vivid expressions of the drum talk show performers. They were very popular back then. But
Nice.
why they are the secret source of imagination?
Happiness is the key to creativity. Happy person is trouble-free, and he spend energy on problem. Can't you see?
You're right.
Whoa, he's getting a little harsh.
Yeah, and he's really blown out. We didn't do that to the audio. That's
No,
Chinese state
It's
media.
deep fried audio.
Okay, so the secret source to imagination is visiting all of the tourist traps in Chengdu. It's
Yes.
pretty much what it is,
Yes.
right?
We figured it out.
We gotta go to this-
I'm glad we didn't watch this first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go check out the pandas
Yes.
because everybody goes there. Then you got to check out this museum, this
Yes.
history museum, because everybody goes there.
Correct.
From the past to
else?
the present, Chengdu's pleasant living environment.
Sorry. Like, come on. This is, yeah. Can we see that
Was that
again?
a Russian dance? Was that a Russian
I mean,
dance?
it's possible.
Bro,
Let's
was
see.
he playing a
Present,
tambourine with a
Chengdu's
Russian
pleasant living environment.
I think he was.
And you know he didn't come up with that.
No.
You know they told him to do that.
Wait, I think he's going to do some B-boy stuff here.
People's
Check it
joyful
out.
and comfortable
Oh, no,
way
he's
of
not.
life
He's just doing
have always
like
been the source of their
thing.
imagination.
That was incredible.
Well, we got to do something
The
with that in the
answer,
future.
Chengdu is a land that enables everyone to dream, allowing creativity to flourish in the cradle of inspiration. These are souvenirs for you.
Oh, nice. How is the audio so
Wow,
bad?
I
isn't
don't
that
know.
the Jiang River?
Oh, she's tying it back.
Inspired by
Yeah.
the women who wash clothes in
I really think this is horrible. How can this evil space panda claim that Chengdu is the source of inspiration and imagination? That's not true.
No.
How dare you steal that? Chengdu's the source of pollution, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. It's a pretty good city for China. It's
No,
very
absolutely.
good on China standards.
It's nothing wrong with that, but that's a bold claim that
It's
this
a
evil
very
space
bold.
panda made.
I think this panda is very evil, by the way.
Yeah.
It's literally holding a spine.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad panda. Oh
instead
man.
of bamboo.
bamboo baskets. Li Bing used large bamboo baskets filled with large stones to sink into the riverbed. With that, he constructed 2 islands in
Look
the
at
middle
this
of the river. This
CG.
system solved
Amazing.
the problem of floods, and local people can live in prosperity.
I'm blue. Yeah,
Great.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. China's got a
Then you're
fantastic,
swimming in your shirt.
fantastic history.
Of
okay?
course.
And the ancient inventions by and architecture by Chinese people are incredible. And, you know, unfortunately, it's very hard to find that stuff in China.
Yeah.
It was all wiped out by the Communist Party. And that's the biggest problem with China is the Communist Party. They went and destroyed it all.
The fact that they're trying to reclaim it after getting rid of it is pretty sad because they're not trying to say, let's rejuvenate Chinese culture. What they're saying is, let's try to take, we already have Chinese culture, but we made it. Us, Chinese government made Chinese culture. It's bad.
You know, it's a really, really sad thing, and you can attest to this, and we don't even need to attest to it because it's just known fact, is that a lot of historical sites like temples and walls and stuff were knocked down.
Yeah.
And even recently knocked down and rebuilt
Yes.
with modern cement and stuff to look like the old times.
We say painted bricks. And actually, this is something you can, if you ever go to China, you'll notice this.
Yeah.
You go to a historical site, even like a really nice one, like Forbidden City or something. And there will be these facades that are put up over these ancient sites. And what they are is just a cement wall, and they'll paint the bricks on badly.
Yeah, they literally, and sometimes it's wallpapered on.
Yeah, wallpaper.
Okay, just to look like bricks. So, you know, you've got this beautiful ancient culture that was wiped out during the Cultural Revolution, you know, and all that stuff. They bulldozed and demolished all this stuff. Now they're like, oops, maybe we shouldn't have done that. Let's rebuild it and say that it's always been there. And it's very disheartening because especially if you're interested in that kind of thing, when you go to China, you'll be sorely disappointed because everything is fake.
The bold imagination of Miss Li has helped them achieve such great accomplishments.
Okay.
You notice they love to show
what is
like
happening?
big mega projects like that, like irrigation. They think foreigners, like when I say foreign, I mean people not in China. They think foreigners outside of China care about irrigation projects.
Yeah, look again. That's
so
one of the
CCP.
big. That's one of the big Chengdu things. So they have to mention it, right? Just like the panda thing in the museum.
But nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about dams, but China thinks people give a damn about dams.
Absolutely, because the CCP does.
Yeah, they love dams and irrigation. That's their...
So exactly. Now, what's going on with these fake sakura petals?
Goodbye.
Oh.
Oh, she's going back to the past.
Yes. She's like, look.
Chengdu is in a city full of imagination.
What is he doing on that keyboard?
It's the wrong sound.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway.
The imagination.
Yeah, okay. Just I got it. All right, let's do it.
Unadulterated.
Okay, sorry. Just this last part was Den.
Chengdu is in a city full of imagination. I got it.
like over.
Dude, that's a soundbite. That's a soundbite.
I got it. But
That's
it has to be at the same time.
Yeah, that's
Imagination of humans is a precious treasure, like a pearl shimmering with the light of curiosity.
I hate this.
We
panda.
live on this blue planet not just as observers, but as active participants. It's only by maintaining our curiosity that we can continue to think,
This
innovate,
panda's a little
and push
shit.
the progress of our
He
society.
has such a hateable voice. He has such a hateable voice.
He absolutely
Spine panda.
does. Yeah.
Alban style.
Yeah, we're wearing the Laoban shirts today.
Oh, she's here.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Oh, she's here. I think you should eat me first, and I'll eat you first.
That sounds terrible. If you eat the fox, then bugs won't bite you.
What?
Now, the weird thing about these Chinese vampires is the way they move around. Jumping corpse! They burn money, fake money. They burn fake houses. They burn fake cars. They create a lot of pollution, basically, for ghosts. She secretly urinated in the monk's bowl.
Ah, yes, as you do. It's just shocking to think you would let a baby die for like a 90-year-old woman that's already
Yeah,
lived
this
her
90-year-old
life.
woman.
And she's not even related to you.
No, dude, I'd leave her outside in the cold or something, you know? Yeah, that's kind of scary.
Can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs.